first wrestling game for the Nintendo 64 has just arrived, and it's pandemonium in stores everywhere. Pick up a copy of WCW versus the nWo World Tour at your local retailer today. Over 40 wrestlers, each wrestler performing 30 to 40 moves, including his own signature move.
For time to respond to what we've seen over the past few minutes, Kevin Nash, this is your forum, my friend.
Yeah, actually, I want to say something about something that's really been bothering me. So I went home to Detroit, and I said the guys from Hyman treat me like family. And I think the same with them. But there's no fucking square pizza in Detroit. Okay? I don't know who the fuck Little Caesars is, right? That's only like the Red Wings and the Pistons play in the Little Caesar Dome. I grew up eating Little Caesars pizza. I grew up like everyone else eating round pizzas.
Yeah.
That sat, two of them sat on this long cardboard, like with this almost like the old bologna paper, like they just put a wrap over the top of it. Shit. 2 for $5. Medium cheese.
Why the push for the square pizza, though, Kevin?
Like I said, like all of a sudden, who is it that we saw? Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut was selling, somebody else was selling Detroit-style pizza, and it's square. I'm like, they don't fucking make, we never... Hey,
they call that Detroit style? A square
yeah, they call this, it's the new thing.
I never heard that.
Fucking Google it. You'll be like, what the fuck? It looks like something that they served at the hospital or something. I don't, fucking nobody, never had stupid ass square fucking pizza.
The Chicago deal is the deep dish, right? Chicago buys a deep dish in the
It could be square or round.
Now over here, we have what's called a grandma pie or a mama pie, and that is a square pie made with a very thin crust, sometimes the cheese under the sauce and then baked. It doesn't have to be that way to be a grandma pie, but I've had some very good ones that are done like that, and we'll sprinkle Parmesan on the top. But or a Sicilian pie, which is square. But the Detroit now, that's shocking to me. This is pizza news.
There is now. You know, they just, you know, when they start making them right now, we're doing it.
The cauliflower rice was okay because I buried it right under the chicken. So with each forkful, it was the chicken, the chipotle, the queso, and
Have you ever had a cauliflower crust pizza?
I haven't. My wife has.
It's a Detroit style.
I fear that it's too much a deviation from what pizza should be.
Yeah, I could. I mean, I've done it. You know, when I've been on diets before, it's like, yeah, it is what it is, but it's not folded in half, grease dripping down a slice of pie that you want. You know,
sometimes you want that.
You want, especially something about a piece of pie at 2:00 in the morning in New York City on a piece of that wax paper. And it's just like 3 bites. It's like fucking fold it. Just you fold it, and then, but it's so funny because when you fold it, it's always that you'll know that the person's always got the napkin, and then they go up. They take the end of it, and they go up like this way, and then take a bite. So it's like when you get drive-through burgers. You always got to squeeze the burger while it's wrapped, and then take it out and lick the back of the burger where all the fucking ketchup and shit goes to make that fucking drop.
That first drop, yeah.
Get that fucking out of the way. It was like my dad when we used to go eat Coney dogs in Detroit. He would take the Coney dog, chili mustard and onions, take the dog and hold it sideways and go and eat all the chili, mustard, and onions in one...
Off the dog?
Off the dog. And then pick it up and then fucking eat the fucking dog because there's still the remnants on it. Never fucking saw him get anything on him. You see people over there fucking with forks and knives and 300 napkins. He'd be like...
It was like the appetizer was the chili, and then he had the hot dog.
He had the hot dog.
Where did I see the Coney recently? I thought of you referencing that. Is that a Detroit thing? The word Coney, referencing Coney Island, I guess.
It's Coney, New York. I think Nathan's is probably.
Nathan's on Coney Island, on the corner.
That's got to be the. But for us, like people always say All American or Lafayette when you're from Detroit, and I'm like, well, actually, like when I was a kid, there was a place called the Senate on Michigan Avenue that we used to go to, but it burned down. But I'm a Lafayette guy.
My brother for Christmas gave me this this service where you can order food basically from almost any restaurant in the country.
My sister sent me Coney's.
And I was searching, and I saw the Coney's.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would travel. But there must be a system.
Yeah, my sister said they were good. Remember me and T banged them out, man. Like one afternoon, man, we just boom.
So I did do the search for the Detroit because you can go into a category, right? So you go into pizza, and then it lists all the pizzerias that participate, and it's all like the ones that you've heard of, right? 'Cause who else would order across the country from your pizzeria unless you're a kind of famous pizzeria? So, and then there's a subcategory by city. So I did go into Detroit. And that one is on there. I'll never remember the name, but I mentioned it from an article or something, or maybe a fan had sent it, and you were like, "Yeah, but you're not good." That if you went there in the '70s, it was this little thing. I forget.
There's like 10 of them now, but back then it was a tavern.
Right. So it is a chain now. So maybe that's why it's so accessible. But you could order a Detroit pizza from that place.
I think it's Buster's.
It's
If I'm not mistaken, is it Buster's?
I don't know. I'd have to go on.
It's the one that they cooked them in the automotive square pans. It was like, but that's where Detroit pizza. That's the lineage of the square pizza. is if you fucking went to, that tavern, and if they show pictures, it's black and white, and it looks like a bunch of guys that just got off work in the fucking car plant smoking cigarettes. That's a place you're going to take your kids to go eat a pie.
No, but I like the pan, that oil pan. That's good. I want to see if I can find this now. I want to see what the name of the place, because I will order it from there to see. I have Steve on the case here bringing up the pizzas on this website.
Was that 6? I know it was on 6 Mile.
So if you scroll down a little and you go by category, Steve, right where it says order your favorite foods, I think you have to go down a little more.
Can you order Vanessa's box?
Yeah. Scroll over, find pizzas. Where's pizza? Mine is next to bagels on the second screen.
There we go, pizza.
Okay, so now go down further and find, let's see, Detroit. How do I sort the city? Whoa. Okay, there on this Detroit. So here it is now. What are the names of these joints? Detroit style pizza. No. Go down to where.
Well, there's
Buddies? Is that it, Buddies?
Yeah, Buddies.
That's it right there. Look at that. Click into that mother. How much?
99
a 3-pack for $100. You can't go wrong. I may do that the minute I get off the air.
Looks like shit.
Yeah, it really does. It looks unattractive. Yeah. But see, now that shot looks good in the pan.
But it looks
sauce
like
loaded.
It looks like lasagna or something. Fuck that shit.
But that's not a Buddy's pie. Like that's not a typical Buddy's pie.
Like I said, there was no fucking square pizza when I was a kid.
Look at that crust. Oh, that's so good. The cheese kind of.
Oh yeah, back in the '46. Gus Guerrero about the pizza.
Hey, there it is.
There it is.
The returning World War II soldiers and his mom in the kitchen. Look up at the top there.
Square, thick. Yeah. Read more. See if you can show a picture that show these fucking guys.
Now they have 20 locations, Kevin, in the Detroit area. Gus Guerrero. Soldiers told him about the pizza they'd eaten in Italy, and he set out to recreate it. There were no pizza pans around back then, but there were plenty of automotive shops, so someone brought over a rectangular steel tray used to hold nuts and bolts. His chef, Connie Picanato, used it to make a pizza, and the rest is fucking history. Damn it. Gotta try it for history's sake.
No, it's fucking bogus. It's trying to. Detroit, is got like a. It's kind of has a resurgence, a Renaissance city, and I'm sorry, but fucking. If it ain't a guy in a fucking Little Caesar outfit, I ain't fucking buying it. I swear to God, since I've brought this up, it's like Little Caesars.
All over TV.
It's unbelievable. Little Caesar said they had a thing on Instagram today. There was like 1,000 square pizzas. There's one spot in the middle that's open. It says, "What's wrong with this?" It says, "Somebody tried to pass a square pizza that wasn't a Detroit pizza." I'm like, you motherfuckers, man. There was no. Like, I'm not gonna. I'll take a lie detector. I never had a square pizza in my life in Detroit.
But I don't think this is a coincidence. I mean, a lot of people listen to this show, and I don't think the resurgence of the abundance of ads for the square Little Caesars Detroit style pizza is any coincidence. I can't remember having seen it.
Especially since my sister-in-law worked for Little Caesars. She's like a high up, so.
Kevin, we stumbled into Pizzagate somehow. This fucking thing has gotten more traction. I mean, is this the best we can debate on Twitter and YouTube and everywhere? The comments about the Detroit-style pizza and specific locations, like a human sent us, Buddy's Pizza has been around since the 40s and has locations all over the Detroit area. It's not
Now it
some,
does.
It's not some quote hole in the wall that no one has ever heard of. If you haven't heard of Louis, since they only have one location in Hazel Park, I get it. I don't know. I'm not from Detroit.
Yeah, but you have to realize I went to fucking college in 1977. Okay? I did. That's it. So if it's after 1977, I guess I said the other day on a tweet, I'm like, there was Lewis the Hatter and fucking like I would go to downtown Detroit and the Black Panthers would be on the corner selling the Black Panther news. I mean, so I'm quite sure my experience and my socialization in Detroit was a little different than some fucking guy that's been there 9 years. You know, it's like,
was the Panther News square?
it was round. So it was actually round.
See, fucking, that's not a Detroit newspaper then.